still am friends with my mentors, and we talk about this all the time, that they gave me what I needed to have the confidence to make decisions using the evidence. That it was they that set me up for that. They're very proud of me, of how far I've taken the career. They feel like they backed the right horse, because I have really taken it. And like they said, they're still very proud of me. It's lovely of how that all worked out. And we have very different personalities. I think that was really the interesting thing. So they taught me structure, they taught me science, they taught me to critically think, and go deeper, okay, and ask more questions. And it was the curiosity and the way we approached everything. And yes, it was back in the day where we would discuss a hospital acquired infection and discuss whether we really thought it met infection. Okay. And that was my infectious disease physician sitting down with me and going over cases with me. I do not think most infection preventionists have an epidemiologist, medical director who does that, who takes responsibility for the data. And that is huge for me. I always am looking for programs where we have an infectious disease medical director who really wants to get involved and make sure the data is really good and understands the data, okay, and understands whether there was something we could have done to prevent that infection. And that's what I was getting in San Diego. So I was trained on how to be very methodical about what I did. And I was trained to use science. And I definitely, that is when I mentor now, that is what I do. When I find infection preventionists I'm working with who don't know how to have the conversation with their medical director and how to engage their medical director, because every program, at least in California, has a medical director. But how often do they meet with that medical director? How often do they discuss the cases? It's very different. We don't want to waste these people's time. These people are physicians. They're busy, so we need to have meaningful conversation if we're going to take their time. And so learning how to be prepared for the conversation with them, so you can really have a hard-hitting session with them, and then they can get back to work, because we know they wear many hats. They're clinicians as well as our administrator. I still am